Hey, yo. What's up, Jemai, man? How you doing, bro?
Shit,
hey, Jemai,
man.
that's JAYRONE. JAYRONE, that's Jemai. He's gonna be one of my co-hosts, in near futures and future interviews and shit like that, man. So, hey, man, tell me, hey, you watched that damn Gucci Saint battle, bro?
Yeah. That shit was fire, man. That shit was fire. Both of them niggas was fire. That Gucci, man, that's LA to the bone right there, man. I didn't even I heard about cause on dude on another show was talking about him. And I looked the battle up, then I said, well, I've seen this dude before. Then I realized I seen him on the Street Gangs YouTube page or whatever. So I was like, oh, he got a bunch of interviews and shit. So if you ain't familiar with him too much, that's a good place to start. You know what I'm saying? He authentic. You know what I'm saying? That's the epitome. He need to be on Smack. I'm gonna keep it 100. That's the epitome of Smack. You know, he's believable. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big advocate of that, being believable. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
I was very impressed with him.
That's good to know, too. That's good to know that you said that believability. But whoever been recruiting some of them rappers up there, man, some of them rappers is kids, man, because they be talking about the guns and they don't even go together with their rhymes, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of the shit don't be adding up. Like, you can't, like the whole shit DNA be doing. I think DNA is great on it. You know what I'm saying? He be making up shit and people be eating it up. Like, do you think the animation is a good thing? Because, like you said, believability plays a part with me too. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because if you in a rocket launcher stance and you got a pistol, it's just not believable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said it goes with that KOTD grind time feel, because that was more of where when the syllables and multi came in, it was more of a silly thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Time cruise, mom cruise, you know what I'm saying? Bombs, boom. Those silly shit, man. Like, but it all goes with believability as well. That's why I like when you said that, man. It plays a big part.
Yeah. DNA, I remember when I first seen DNA in Grind Time. DNA was super dope on Grind Time. Super dope. That's his element. You know what I'm saying? Smack really ain't his element, but DNA's a very dope rapper. You know what I'm saying? He's skilled in the art of rapping, so he's able to survive. Even though he might not be, he say a lot of corny shit and do a lot of corny shit too. But you know, out of the blue, he'll rebuttal something or freestyle something that make you forget about that for a second. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he's a good rapper. That's why he able to decide.
Sway made a little nice crossover. Now that I think about it, made a nice crossover to Smack. Like, I guess they know how to cater to that crowd. You know what I'm saying? With what material. The Sway was a goofy ass nigga too. But he made it more believable when he came to Smack. That's all.
Yeah, I think you know, Sway was always a Smack rapper. He just was versatile enough to be able to you know, fuck around in that arena. You know what I'm saying? But you know, everything about Sway, man, you know, that's Smack, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Sway was a dope rapper too, man. So like, you know, like Hollow too. Hollow was over in Grind Time. He was too.
Hollow.
You know,
Hollow don't even fit Smack to me. He's more versatile than Smack. Smack is a street substance based, but at the same time, it don't cater to a certain style of rapping. Like when Disaster went over there, man, I thought Disaster did horrible. But I thought he was supposed to murder that stage with his style. He didn't even approach that stage with the style he normally do. He tried to punchline shit, the angry shit. Like, you got to do you to make, you know what I'm saying, bro? That's what I be on. Like when Uno Lavos, they made him do a PG. I thought he was great. I think he's a great rapper to me, bro, because he himself, he original. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at shit like that, originality, believability, and all that, but that just me rambling, man.
I don't know about Uno Lavo sometimes, man. Like,
he probably fell off. Recently, he probably fell off. But years ago,
yeah,
man,
if he really sat down and like wrote, I think he'll be dope. But most majority of the time he tries to sit there and freestyle.
Man. Some views got to his head. He was a million view guy before he fell off. That's what it was. Like, too many people was fucking with him. And then he was getting a lot of shots that he didn't take serious. He took his underdog, his little league battle shit serious, but his big shots he played with, that's what was backwards for him. He tried to show them, like, this shit don't mean nothing. That's probably what it was. Because Clean Paper took that same route. This shit don't mean nothing type shit. You feel me? But it is what it is, man. But I thought Clean Paper was the GOAT of battle rap at one point in time.
Clean motherfucking, clean like the Penny Hardaway, a motherfucking battle rap. He had all that potential, but that nigga stayed injured, man. That dude, like, I don't know what the fuck he be doing. He just don't take shit serious, man.
That was a good one, bro. That was a good one. That's dope right there.
Yo, he has the world of potential, man. You know what I'm saying? And he just can't get right, man. That shit fucked me up, man. Clean. Yeah, he was dope, man. Dope, man. I don't know what happened to him. Sometimes he comes serious. But you know, Clean from the beginning, right? Clean was more moments than actually good battles. Because you see, a lot of times Clean, first of all, he was known for not having a third round. So he was already telling me he wasn't coming prepared. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Clean just had some fire moments, man. You know what I'm saying? So that would overshadow the rest of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But Clean, you know, Clean, if he really focused and lock in, man, people wouldn't be able to do nothing with that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
That's all fact. That's all
shit.
There, bro. Man, hey, so while I got both of y'all on, how do y'all feel about us getting all these born legacies and we're not getting our original shit, like, you know, Summer Madness?
Born Legacy, I'm going to tell you what that is, bro. If y'all ain't peep game, the Born Legacies for the PG niggas, and then they'll have a main event with the vet or like somebody that's been around. You know what I'm saying? The main event, the card. But those are because we've been seeing the vets too long and too much a lot. You know what I'm saying? That right now they making T-Top a star. You feel me? But they trying to just give everybody some people to look from, and that's where the title. You can look in the title, Born Legacy. We trying to see who out of this class we can birth to have some good for these people for the long run. Because it's about longevity at the end of the day. Who the star? You know what I'm saying? And T-Top, I already knew he was gonna be a star. Av debuted the day I debuted up there in New York. You know what I'm saying? He been rapping way longer than I have in battle rap. Almost 10 years in the game. So what he getting now, this praise, is long overdue. You feel me? I'm not surprised he getting this praise. He's supposed to be getting this years ago. But, you know, God working ways, but that's how he got it. So, shit, like, I commend all them do your thing. Straight up, but it's about them stars. That's where it come from. Like, they trying to find the next. That's all. It's showing. It's showing.
But they put like a, you know, mid tier or a vet on there just to balance it out or something.
Yeah. Yeah, they got. If you watch the URL system, right? That shit, right? They do a lot of shit similar to the UFC, right? And I think that shit's by design because you know Beasley into that shit big time. Because if you look at it, right, just like you have the Born Legacies, like UFC will have like the UFC fight nights and shit. That'd be like on Fox Sports. And then you know, they'll have all of like the up and coming guys and shit on there. You know what I'm saying? Like they would be like the PG, right? And then you got the big events, you know, like the one that just passed, 208. Then you get the big fighters on there. That'll be like your Summer Madnesses and your Gnomes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So just like JAYRONE was saying, yeah, you know, that shit is kind of like where that's like the PGs mainly. You know what I'm saying? They're like proving ground. That's like that gladiator school before they get to step up on the big stage. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what it is to me, bro. They trying to give it. They trying to give the Proving Grounds a better stage than what the Proving Grounds is because the word Proving Ground has got oversaturated, bro. You feel me? Like, Niggas was getting
kind of got a negative connotation on it. People
yeah, it does. So they trying to get that out the light of that, basically. That's what I got from it. Yeah.
It's getting ridiculous, man. I don't understand.
At least they tried, bro. At least they tried to do something with the new guys, because I give you a lot of guys
but
I like.
Most of them motherfuckers can go home. I know, but most of them motherfuckers can go home though.
Yeah, they need to dumb it down a bit, because, like, you know what, I know this is happening. You getting fired guys that's getting lost in the shuffle. Like, prime example, Emerson Kennedy. That boy is fire, my nigga. That boy is fire, right? Well, you don't see him, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what happened to these dudes? You see these dudes that, you know, they're here or they're there. You know what I'm saying? And
gang.
You know, then they gone.
We're going to hold on to the Emerson. Hold on to him. Norris made a post in the group about Mr. Mills going to smack. He needed 1,000 likes and unbiased review. I don't know if y'all seen that, but he needed 1,000
I've seen that.
likes.
Mr. Mills is fire.
Yeah. Now, peep gang. Why come nobody else had to go through that system of getting on that stage of who y'all want to see rather than this is who we going to display to y'all? You get what I'm saying? Like, they had to ask us about Mr. Mills. You feel me? If they asked us about Emerson Kennedy, he'll be up there. You get what I'm saying, bro? They don't give us the option to choose who we want to see up there on that stage, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Or do what you got to do. You got to pay a little ticket. You got to pay a little entry fee. Let that be known. You know what I'm saying? You got to let it be known. Like something, because, like I say, that they trying, but it ain't working all the way. Because Emerson Kennedy, like you said, he is dope, bro, but they not giving us a chance to let us see him. You feel me? Because we think he do good. But you got those people. Norbs right now, from what I see, is the gatekeeper of who can get in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he might need a couple more well-trusted scouts, man. I think some of them other cats,
that's what I see.
They be doing something.
Man, that's what I said. And that
he seemed like
I just want to see some faces. That's all. I want to see some people up there.
Yeah, it might be at a point. Sometimes, you know, your workload, you know, you get overwhelmed and you got too much going on. You know what I'm saying? So you're missing shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to have help. You know what I'm saying? So I think he probably need a couple more people with him or something that, you know, that he can respect their opinions and judgments. When he send him out to recruit somebody, they ain't going to bring him back no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And try to, you know, fine-tune the whole shit, though.
Also, money did play a big part fucking up the culture. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad, don't get me wrong, I'm glad I get a check for what I do, but you gotta think, like, when money get involved, you feel me? And ain't nobody finna move if it ain't about no paper. Like, real talk. I rather if you do it out of for the love. Like, I was listening to one of Future, not to get off battle rap, but I was listening to one of Future interviews. He was like, man, I dropped them 2 mixtapes, Dirty Sprite and then a little Astronaut one. So I dropped them free, and even though I had the buzz, I gave them away free because it was for the people. You feel me? Look what that free success, you know what I'm saying, love got him to where he is today. We hear Future everywhere now. You get what I'm saying, bro? You gotta do it for the love first, because I ain't gonna lie. When I first seen Norbs, he was managing Mav Hoffa. You know what I'm saying? And from what I seen, he was showing love to people, flying them out to see the shows for free, little contests and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't even see that from him no more. He started trying, but he ain't. I think it's because that paper got involved and stuff, bro. People change, business change. You know what I'm saying? Shit get locked down. That's just what I see. So, because I've been in it for howlers, and I can keep game. That's all.
Yeah, paper fucked that up, man. Once people start knowing, once Mook said what he made, people like, oh, for real? Oh, nah. That changed that changed everything. But, you know, they didn't even look at it as the fact that, like, yo, Mook was grinding for Smack for years and didn't get a dime. You know what I'm saying? So how Mook was coming at him like, yo, this is my compensation for all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but that had a domino effect to where now people are like, oh, so it's enough money going around that these motherfuckers be getting 20 racks. All right, cool. Now my price got to go up. You know what I'm saying? So,
I ain't
and
saying,
that was the end of everything.
These people. I ain't saying tax these people, but just look at their pay-per-view numbers, man. You spending what? It was like, I think it was like $13. I don't know how much the pay-per-view was, but they sold 70,000 pay-per-views, and it equaled up to $2 million. You know what I'm saying? Smack did. This was like, I think it was when Official Battle Jazz. It was that.
How much was that?
I know 70,000 pay-per-views were sold.
It was like $30 or something.
No.
Yeah, it was like $30.
Like
yep,
30.
There it go.
Yep, $30.
$30. 70,000 pay-per-views were sold worldwide. That boy made some money that event. Boy, I'm telling you, and that thing was when you start talking business publicly, man, that's, you know, like certain numbers you just don't put out there. They ain't have to put their statistics out there. Because Arsenal made some money off the pay-per-view. Like, the people started bootlegging them bitches, so they had to lock it down. And how they got it locked down now is good, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't mind paying a couple dollars for watching a battle, especially if it's exclusive. Straight up.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the RBE one, that motherfucker, man. That
I remember.
I'm getting my money's worth. I'm getting my money's worth.
Goods dropped him versus Jay Mills. They got picked up by Young Money. Saying he dropped it for like $2.99. And that was one of the best that was one of the best 5-round battles on a beat that I've ever seen in my life. It was so hip hop based. You get what I'm saying? And that's why that's why.
Yeah.
That was real hip hop. You feel me? Beyond any battle, because they was on a beat and they was just going at each other 5 rounds, bro. You don't see that no more. You know what I'm saying? Everything's so structured and battle me in the alley. Get the cameras rolling. You feel me? We don't do that no more. We got events, lights, cameras. You know what I'm saying? People now, shit. Like, hey, it is what it is. But you got to bring the culture back. When you bring the culture back, that's when the money go come for real, and that's when the world go wake up, bro. You feel me? I'm telling you, everybody want a wannabes. You ain't got to be a wannabe if you're original.
Right. Yeah, man, I'm just, oh my gosh, man. Hold on, give me a second.
This hip hop shit was shit.
Oh yeah, crazy, man. Oh, hey, so, hey, I want to put an idea together real quick. So, let me see. You know, I've seen this battle, and they had Norbs as Norbs as a host, and he was a judge. I forget what battle league it was on, but it was like a 4-way elimination battle.
Oh, man, they got so many battle leagues, man. It's hard to keep track, man.
Oh, it was a 4-way. It was on Bar Bender's Rap Battle League, and it was a 4-way. It was a 4-way elimination. They had a dude named Sandman, Jackson, MB, and B Wills, and everybody got a round. So whoever's round was weaker, that person's gone. Then the 3 that's left, everybody got a round. Whoever was weaker, they're gone. And at the bottom, at the 3rd round, they had the 2 face off, and whoever won that round won the battle.
That sounds dope.
That's fire, man. That's creative.
That is creative.
Yeah, I like that.
I did a 3-way, so that's real dope right there. That draw it makes you want to watch the battle.
Right. It was a dope. I mean, it was a dope battle. Like it. Only thing I would say is, like a couple of people, they did. Like if it was me, I'll be trying to get at all of them. But I think some of them was just aimed at one person. But for the most part, it was a dope concept, man. And I was thinking like maybe
I would have made universal bars, man. No situations like that, especially if you know I would have made universal bars. I would have made just punches, wild bars
shit for everybody.
And, yeah. That's the beauty of it, man. If y'all know Haitian, he can bar benders like Haitian. Me and him rapped in New York. I was talking to him. Like it's the beauty of the build up, and especially if you know how to turn your feeling into some substance. At times, a metaphor or something that means something direct, and that's what the new era of battle rap changed into. Like everything means something else. You feel me? Because you can rap regular all day, bro. But if your feeling ain't direct, we ain't trying to hear that, bro. Like straight up. That's why people stress the thing bars so heavy. You know what I'm saying? It gotta mean something.
Yeah. What about using that concept for like crews, like a four guy crew against another 4-guy crew?
That would be dope because there's a lot of people joining groups nowadays. From what I'm saying,
man, that's a lot of people. What are you talking about? Like
but think about it. That's a lot of paper too. if you know how to. You gotta think, like, this is a business too. Yeah. We're gonna turn it into a big business, man. We got team wordplay, punchline. We got fucking the Made Man. We got all type of groups out here, bro. Body Gang. You know, I ran into a lot of battle rap groups, and they got some killers in the squad. Ain't nobody knowing what to do with the killers. That's all.
Right.
Yo, you know what they could do with that 4-man concept? I know what I would do with that. I'd do an event once a year, right, with the 4-man concept, and put a big purse at the top of it. Winner take all, like something like crazy, but you need a crazy sponsor. Man. You know, put something like, man, look, 100 racks at the top of it or something, and let them go at it. Exactly. You'll have some of the dopest rhymes you ever had in your life, because niggas gonna be fighting. You know what I'm saying? You gotta motivate these niggas, man.
The way social media is set up now, you can have people purchase the live and shit. Like, it's a lot of ways you can generate a lot of people to watch it. Like I say, it's about getting to the masses. An idea could be so dope, but what is the idea if the people don't know about it? You get me?
Right.
What is the idea if the people don't know about it? That's what we need to focus on. How do people, like, let's use the show, for instance. Wouldn't we want 1,500, 2,000 listeners in tonight? You know what I'm saying? What do we need to do is the people to get to the masses that's being blocked by I don't know what. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I be on, bro. Because that idea is crazy. But we would have to have people to know about this shit to make it pop. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be on. Same with my music. It takes time to get the people to get out here. I got to pay certain people that got big fan bases on their platform. You know what I'm saying? You might have to pay that ticket to get it heard. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Same rules apply. But if you got a sponsor and you know these men is dope that's in this ring or females, then shit, anything is possible, bro. I'm telling you. I done travel miles across the United States for rap.
Or with that concept, you can do one West Coast, one Midwest, one South, one East.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Hottest name in
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. For sure.
You know what I mean? And we'll see we'll just see where it falls right there.
Yeah, that's money and pride on the line, man. You representing your whole region. Man, that's the things they gotta do to keep the spark in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Motivate people to want to go get it, because like everybody getting paid now, everybody's friends and shit like that. So people real relaxed now and comfortable. That's why, motherfuckers show up to battles and they look like, we wonder what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day when everybody was hungry, mouth slobbing, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was just fighting to make it, man. You getting everybody in their rawest form, just all aggression. They hungry. You know what I'm saying? And that's when niggas was making barely any bread. You know what I'm saying? Going into hostile environments, going hard. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody's comfortable. only a few people can maintain that kind of drive.
Somebody got to shake it up.
They just need to get kind of creative with that shit, man. Or it's gonna stagnate after a while. You know what I'm saying? Oversaturation. You know, you gotta really do things that, like, it's like wrestling too. Like, you know how wrestling do. You got ladder matches. You got freaking all kind of weird shit. You put together. You gotta do shit.
Y'all
too.
remember?
Keep shit
y'all
flowing.
remember back in the day? Y'all remember back in the day they had that thing called slam ball. Basketball with the trampolines. That was to make basketball look more be creative for the people, and it drew a lot of people attention. It drew minds in. You feel me? And that's what I think you mean by that, bringing that creativity to the sport. Cause that's what we need, bro. We need something different. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired of biting niggas' heads off 1-on-1. I did the 2-on-2 thing. I hear the idea with somebody. I'm glad we're talking about it. I hear the idea with somebody today about a handicap match I want to do, like me versus two people at one time. You feel me? But they think it's too risky, and I'm like, man, well, they not on when I'm on because people need to see something different. People need to see what we own, bro. Like, it's different ways you can do this, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, Queen Flip had a dope concept he was doing back when he was doing the battles with, like, he had like the three-way, and then you'll have it where, like, you know, one round is like silent and there's nobody. You know, so you're just hearing bars. You know what I'm saying? And then the next round, like, they turn on the light. You know what I'm saying? And you see the crowd behind them and shit like that. And you can hear the reactions and shit. And it's a closed room, too, right? So, you know, you get that real authentic feel. You know, that shit was a dope concept, man. You know.
Yeah.
You need to bring that shit back.
Yeah, I think that's to show you that this is what it's like with, and this is what it's like without. That's dope as hell.
Man. They gotta do that. Keep this shit bubbling, man. But this shit getting old. I mean, you know.
That's why you gotta do.
You gotta keep evolving, man.
Do something different, man. That's why I say they gotta bring something different to the game. I liked it what NWX was doing with their little costumes and shit. It really gave people entertainment to watch with their raps, because they rap real good as hell. And if you're putting on a show with it, that's what the people came to see. They came to see a show.
Yeah, they need to light up. They need to light up more of that team concept, though, man. Like ARP did. They need to start doing the more, you know, like they did the Writers Block versus Homie and shit. You know, if these niggas is all tag teaming up, let's get some battles out of it. You know what I'm saying? Might as well do, you know, Dot Mob versus whoever. You know, Cave Gang versus whoever. You know. Let's get something out of that shit, man. You know, that'll put a spark, because real shit, like when them 2-on-2s jumped off, that like gave battle rap a joke for a while. You know what I'm saying? People were real excited, and then it kind of fizzled out. You know what I'm saying?
Because everybody wanted to do it.
Yeah. So now you got to get on to the next thing now. Do the team thing now. That was a great thing ARP came up with on that concept, you know. Let's throw a card of that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know whatever they could call it, you know what I'm saying? Some shit, you know. Like WWE used to have Survivor Series when they had the team shit. You know what I'm saying? URL, some shit, you know. Yeah, that they need to do that. That'd be dope, you know. Get all them teams, because it's like, you know.
We could do a tournament too.
If they're careful, it's gonna be too much teaming up, man. Like every time you see it, you notice somebody's on a new team, and then that eliminates a battle from you being able to see it. You know what I'm saying? So they need to start doing something with that shit so we can start generating battles, because next thing you know, it's going to be just straight teams. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
and then, I'm not going to battle this person, and I'm cool with this person, and, you know.
Anybody can make their own stage is what I'm saying. But I feel right now, the person that's going to make it through all the line, jump the line, is the person who's going to come with the most creative battles. And ain't no league out here doing nothing different besides what anybody else is. You feel me? But what Queen's still doing, he doing something different, and RBE doing something different. What Black Ice was doing with the footage was different. John Doe, he got, you know what I mean?
That does different.
Oh, that does a lot of things different. But I feel like with the concept of how battle's supposed to be approached, we ain't got no league out here. We ain't got no witty battle league. We ain't got no what's they call it, Nickelodeon 2000 slime battle league out here. That's something that's weird for the people to watch. So you like, dang, hey, did y'all see that fucking 6-way tournament with and it was $1,000 on? Did you see the 4-way? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's like wrestling. We ain't got nothing like that. I would fight multiple niggas' heads off for that paper. You feel me? That'll wind down the concept of paying for rappers to come out here. If it's for a big pot of money, I'm gonna come out to the city, bro. You feel me? I'm coming. You feel me? Whether win, lose, or draw, I'm coming. It's a gamble. Like we ain't got
all
that.
Right, let me ask y'all something.
I'm glad we're talking about it.
Hold on. Let me ask y'all something. Okay, so over in the Philippines, it's really big, right? And they support their shit. They support it like they.
You see they stadiums with the battle was the stadiums be big. You could say 250,000.
They fill out stadiums. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
there's
mad
if
people
we
out
all
there.
came together, if we all came together in the United States, if we all came together and put on one big function.
Do you think we could pull that off?
Niggas are not. Niggas are not.
Battle rapping into that magnitude yet, man. That's like in a magnitude like a All-Star Weekend type, man. That's a lot of promotion and a lot of dollars behind that kind of shit.
Right.
You know.
Is that how?
Do you think it's a
hold on?
No, listen.
We should be on that level, though.
You have social media now, man. You got to think. Social media took over the game and took the budget down. You feel me? Young Thug got signed for little to no money, bro. But social media made this boy pop. Come on, man. You got to think. Social media is a blessing to all of us because without Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, we wouldn't even be on this motherfucker right now. Let's be real.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, it is.
This
trolling has got out of control. People rollies falling off on camera now. We catching it. Chain necks turning green. Hey, we catching this shit now, man. But I understand, bro. I feel it. But man, that idea is crazy, man. And I honestly think if you can manifest it in your head, it is possible. But you don't have to use the everyday rappers we see because people think it because you on Smack, you the star. And peep gang, anybody that's been on Smack, they always go to KLCD or can always be booked. Your JCs, your Big Cannons, you feel me? Yo, you got names that's always going to be popular because they touch Smack. The thing is, Smack put it in your head to where we are the greatest stage in the world. They gave themselves that title. You got to get your respect in the street somewhere as a man. You feel me? They the plug, but eventually you gonna want to become the plug yourself. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm.
Okay, so how did Smack? I'm gonna say one thing. No, I'm not hating. I'm not doing none of that. I'm just asking fucking questions. I'm interested and curious.
Let's talk.
So,
come on, let's talk.
I just don't want people listening to be like, oh, that guy Capology FACTZ is talking shit. I'm
ain't none of that.
Asking.
This is just politics, bro. This is politics.
Right, but you know how these consistent niggas are. But you know what I mean? So I just wanted to say
I love
that.
Smack.
So I
grew up on Smack.
I don't. How? Okay, so I just wondered, like, there was Grind Time before Smack.
Yeah.
There was
Crack City.
I'm going. What'd you say?
Crack City.
You mean it was Grind Time before URL?
Yeah, it
before
was
URL.
It was Crack City. It was Crack City when French Montana and them was running the street. You feel me? He used to battle. I remember, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was young though, but I remember. Feel me?
He was running around the streets for real.
Yeah. Then it was Fight Club. I think Smack DVD came around before or a little bit after. I'm not really sure, but Fight Club was in the mix. But what you was going? I'm listening. That's what I mean.
Oh, so what I was gonna say is, so we had all these people. What was the one with the pool table?
Yeah, that was Fight Club.
Fight Club.
MTV Fight Club.
All these
shout out Sarah
battle leagues.
Plugging people on that. I'm about that.
Yeah, all these battle leagues before Smack. And it's just like, how did we... I know they probably branded themselves as the best.
Nah, I'm going to tell you, it's the streets, bro. You got the streets. Y'all don't know, like, New York, I'm going to tell you. Detroit.
Let me finish. Hold on, let me finish.
Louis,
this is where I'm going.
And New York. That's our BMF.
Hold on. This is where I'm going, though, with it. My thing is, that's fine. You want to be the most respected and the top, but when you get to a point where you're saying no battles count unless they're on URL, but you have to be winning battles before you get on URL, right?
To
you
brand,
have to win battles. They're not gonna look at you. They're not gonna look at you and be like, "Hey, come on over here." And even though you lost about 5 of your battles out of 6, we see something in you. They're not gonna do that. If you're winning battles, T-Top was beasting in down south. Where do you think he got it from? You know what I mean? So it's like, but I just don't want people to be thinking like they could go.
They contradicting themselves then because you gotta come from somewhere.
Because every battle counts.
Let me break it down.
If you're not winning on Smack, you're not getting back on Smack.
Let me break it down to you. This is the easiest way to understand it. All right, check it out. Smack is number one. This is why Smack is number one. Because what is battle rap is hip hop. Hip hop, where does it originate from? The streets, right? What does Smack represent? The streets. That is the rawest element of battle rap that we know. When we knew Smack from Smack, that was Smack behind the camera in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, in the streets.
Smack
that was
the
Smack.
streets.
Well, he didn't even have a beard back then.
Yeah, that's Smack is the streets, period. So there's no question about that. This shit is cemented. You know what I'm saying? Smack has, he's took it to the level of where it's at. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes is running behind. They need to really pay homage to Smack. You know what I'm saying? Because they had other little leagues and shit like that, but Smack made this shit hot. None of them niggas had, Diddy, Buster. You know what I'm saying? You got athletes from all over coming to Smack.
That's true,
Smack made that shit hot. You know what I'm saying? When you get to the concept of battles don't count in other leagues, the same thing. You could break it down to MMA again, right? You got a lot of MMA promotions, right? Bellator is a big promotion, right? But the UFC is the top. That's where the most elite of the elite is. You know what I'm saying? That's what guys fight through the rungs to go through. You might go through King of the Cage, then you might make it to Bellator, and then you go into UFC. People who go back to Bellator from the UFC are fighters that have fell off. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Smack. Like, rest of these little leagues is cool. They're the proving grounds. But the elite are playing in the big boy town. That's Smack. That's why he's number one. You know what I'm saying? It's no other reason. That's why people, like I heard Beasley on another show. He was like, yo, when these battlers, after they battle on Smack, these niggas be nervous. They're bugging out. He's like, after a KOTD event or something, they be laughing, kicking, smoking with each other, fucking with bitches and shit. After Smack, they be stressing on the social media, wonder what niggas saying. That's why niggas know on Smack it counts, because niggas actually give a fuck on Smack. You don't see these niggas go to these other leagues, run up on the blog and shit like that and don't give a fuck, and niggas still book them. It's Smack. Smack is the place. Where is that? You know what I'm saying? You run up on Smack, You look at the niggas that ran up on the plug and smacked, they're done.
Man. I ain't gonna lie, you totally right, Dirty. Like, that's, you just speaking all facts.
That's 100%.
NBA and battle rap. That's where it counts, bro. That's the NBA, KOTD, college ball. You feel me? Don't flop overseas. That's just what it is.
Yeah,
that's just what it is, bro.
Yeah, I'm just asking because, you know, I want all battles to count, though. You know what I mean? Because they're giving motherfuckers all these excuses to be like, well, I lost a battle because it don't count over here. It counts on Smack. But this be them same dudes that be saying it don't count on Smack. I mean, it don't count nowhere else but Smack, and go on Smack and lose.
Yo, you know why they can do that? It's because fans don't keep it 100, man. Niggas is not fans of battle rap. They're fans of battlers. You know what I'm saying? It's niggas that tell Arsenal that he beat Hitman. It's fans that tell that nigga that. Everybody knows that's a motherfucking lie, but there's fans that's telling that man that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what when niggas gotta understand with this shit, us fans, we have to keep the integrity of this shit, man. Battle rap is the last thing that hip hop has. That's authentic. You know what I'm saying? We as fans have to make sure to tell these niggas, you lost, motherfucker. You lost. You know what I'm saying? So they can say, all right, I lost. Feel like shit and work to get better. You know what I'm saying? How we moving right now in battle rap is like everybody gets a participation trophy. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is a kid supposed to get better or an athlete supposed to get better if you're giving them a trophy no matter win, lose, or draw? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let that motherfucker feel the hurt and not winning shit. You know what I'm saying? So then they'll motivate like, nah, I don't like that feeling of losing. You know what I'm saying? I want to do better. You got to motivate these dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit is wild corny. We got to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Because after battle rap died, we ain't going to have shit left in hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? So we got to tell these niggas, you lost. Stop dick riding. You know what I'm saying? Tell these niggas, nah, you know, you fucked up. You was ass. You know what I'm saying? They need to hear that shit. Because we ain't got no win-loss record system on the ranking system. So the only way to keep this shit 100 is to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Point blank period. You know, we have like a win-loss system.
Look, hey, you know what's fucked up? WWE have a ranking system for real on the low. Hey, this not even real. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's popularity is their ranking system. You know what I'm saying? The popular fighters get the big matches. You know what I'm saying? Everything you gotta have that shit'll bring a lot of people back to reality, bro.
But every fighter has some. They was doing something outside of that ring. They character. They was doing something that drew the people in. John Cena wasn't just in the wrestling. He was a fucking rapper. He was selling T-shirts.
Right.
Fucking Shawn Michaels wasn't just in the ring hitting super kicks. He was outside fucking on camera fucking with bitches and shit. You feel me? In interviews acting crazy. Like, you gotta sell yourself, bruh. Is you a star or is you a backpack rapper, man? What's up?
Right.
Ric Flair is a perfect example of that shit. Ric Flair. Word. Ric Flair's the epitome of that shit. Ric Flair used to advertise him like he was the flyest dude alive. You know what I'm saying? That's why he was popular. Shit. Ric Flair, I'm 33 years old. Ric Flair was motherfucking wrestling before I was even born. You know what I'm saying? And I watched this dude all through growing up. You know what I'm saying? He's still doing his thing, man.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm older than you, and he was wrestling before I was born, so.
Word. That's longevity right there. Word.
Legend.
That nigga was old. That nigga was old when I was young.
You gotta make your mark. You gotta find yourself, bro. You feel me? The universe working on one. You gotta find yourself. Everybody's unique in their own way, but it's a lot of people that want to be. You feel me? Don't be a wannabe. Do. You feel me? Just do it. Do you? That's what I'm learning.
Word.
All right, JAYRONE, man. It was a pleasure, bro. I appreciate you coming on the show. You dropping some jewels to me, you know what I mean? for Midwest Movement. Hey, just go ahead. I'm gonna give you these last words, man. To plug wherever you want to plug, and tell the people where to find you at, all that other stuff.
All right, JAYRONE, Voice of a Hustler 3, man. Come in May 5th. Make sure y'all get that. Shout out B Max. Get at me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat at JAYRONE314. You know what I'm saying? We out here. We finna keep it going. I might keep the battle thing going on the road. Like I said, they hit me up. So be on the lookout for everything we doing, man. Voice of a Hustler, St. Louis, the Preach, outside, dark up.
Salute.
Right on, bro.